Today my Lego partner Clark man is in the mine again, so I'm over here doing a little solo thing on my own. I thought I would use this time to do something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time, and that is to make a stand for my DC CMF collection. As you can see, I've got a little something started here, and the cool thing about this display is that this was actually designed by a fan. I got a message here from Bricks in Lithuania, who's a big supporter of the channel. This came back in March around the same time that I got these guys, and he said, "Hi brickitect, so I saw that you got the whole Lego DC CMF collection and you always make a custom stand for them. So I had a really cool idea how to make that stand and build it on Lego Digital Designer. Then I designed the instructions of that build for you. If you want, maybe you could order the parts that you need from Bricklink and maybe build that stand and maybe make a video about it, question mark." And he actually sent me all of the designs or the instructions on how to do this. And there's quite a few steps here, as you can see. And I actually got back to him a little bit later, and I mentioned some design changes that I thought would be better for it or make it better. So he sent that back to me. We went through a couple different revisions of this, and that's kind of where we left it off. I was planning to make this thing forever, and I just kind of went on the back burner like a lot of things do. And finally, I was like, I messaged him like last weekend or maybe 2 weekends ago, and I was like, you know what? Let's get this thing done. I kind of envisioned what it's going to be like here, and I made some changes to the design a little bit further just to change some colors out. But you can kind of see what his design's looking like here. Instead of it being like a little bleacher stand like I typically make, if you guys have seen my old videos on my CMFs, this one's going to be more of like a vertical stand with colors in the background, and that's kind of what I changed. Some of the colors are going to be very basic colors like this, but I also got some other colors as well that I picked from my collection. And I also did a Bricklink order like he mentioned, just to get all the extra pieces that I need, because I need to build a stand that's going to go all around this. We pulled this out here and you look at this. This is going to be what the stand looks like. And my idea was to essentially build this out of Lego and then kind of match the colors up to the colors that are behind here. And as you can see, there's some purple and pinks and things like that. And I have some of those things, but not quite all of them. Like, I thought this would be fantastic for Joker. And across the top, as I mentioned, with tiles here, there's going to be tiles that go all the way across the top of this, because this is going to be 3-dimensional as opposed to 2-dimensional like this. And that's where my Bricklink order came in, which happens to be right here. So let's crack into this and see what I got. I actually got some extra parts too, because sometimes when you're on Bricklink, you're just like, okay, let's just keep ordering. Let's just keep going. You're already there, you're paying the shipping. Wow, this is packaged really nicely. I love the way they did this. My goodness. I don't know if I've seen them do like this before. Super efficient though, look at that. So we've got some blue, we've got some orange, because I was kind of debating like behind Superman. I was like, is that red or orange? Is that red or orange? I thought the orange might pop a little bit more, so there's that as well. We've got purple, we've got different shades. I just kind of got some extras in case I wanted to change it up a little bit. The idea behind the design is there, but it's just the colors and how these are going to be. So this is kind of like layer 1, and then you're going to do multiple layers on top of that. And if we take somebody at random here, let's just take Batman for example. Give you a sneak preview here. Of course, I'll probably just use their stands, but I had a couple here that were already there. Let's just put them in front of this one, for example, since he's blue. So that's kind of how it's going to be, if you can imagine this, and then there'll be layers on top of him. And hopefully it ends up turning like this when I'm all finished up. But we do have all my black pieces over here as well. Holy moly, let's open this up and see what we got in here. I can't even remember all of what I ordered because it's been a little while. You can see most of this build is 1x4 bricks, and I've got a ton of those because they're going to be going up the sides and also in the middle here. So it's actually a pretty simple build with these kind of just coming on top of there, and then you're just going to keep doing that across higher and higher until you reach 4 levels high. So it's kind of nice because this one's 16, so it works out really well when you're trying to divide it out. So I'm going to start building this thing up here, and hopefully I can present something really awesome to you guys here in just a second, of my completed DC CMF stand designed by Bricks in Lithuania, brought to life thanks to Bricklink and me and my collection. Man's still in the mine over here. What are you doing, dude?
I'm building like a little mini house again.
Cool. I built a mini house too. This mini house is for my DC CMFs, and here's how it looks fully completed. Try to put this in the light so you guys can see it in all the colors inside here. I think this is just gonna pop like crazy. The only thing that I'm kind of debating is whether I should have used orange or red for Flash and Superman. I did end up using red for Wonder Woman because I feel like there's kind of like more red in her picture than in Superman's, where it's mostly orange. But that's kind of just a decision that you need to make if you're trying to do one of these. Again, it's super easy to build. You're just putting basically 6 1x4s up all around and then putting their stands in there with a flat tile top, which again, I would probably recommend getting all new tiles. I used some of my ones from my collection and you can see that they're a little discolored, but that's something that I can easily fix. And here's what the back looks like. The back actually looks really cool. I love that. And it's all just kind of held together. I may want to make some bigger supports for it because as you can see, this could kind of fall forward. So to switch that, or to make that better, all you have to do is just switch those 2x4s to something bigger, or maybe make a bigger base if you want to. But this should work just fine for me. I do have one thing left to do though, and that's the most important thing. That's to put these guys in there and see how they look. Alright guys, here it is, the finished DC CMF stand with everybody standing inside there. I did run into a few problems with the Flash, Bumblebee, and Cheetah, and that's that they had accessories that were too big to fit inside there. So for example, Cheetah's tail goes too far back, so I couldn't put that on. Same with the Flash's lightning bolts and Bumblebee's wings, which is kind of unfortunate. So if you are thinking about making one of these, that could be something that maybe leads you away from doing this. But I think overall, like if you're not looking super close, you won't even really notice that. And I think they look really cool in there. I'm trying to put it up so you guys can see it in the light and see how everybody looks. But man, I think that looks really flashy and really catchy and really snazzy. What other words can we use here? Let's put it up here. I don't know. Just put it right here for right now. Oh God, I definitely think I'm gonna make bigger legs for this. I'd really hate to see that come falling forward and all my hard work end up on the carpet there. Let's do a little mod here. I got a bunch of parts. I kind of like that clean look on the front, so I'm wondering if I just kind of have it stick out the back a little bit, if that'll make much of a difference. Let's give it a go. Let's see how it goes. We'll go with these 2x6s. That gives a little bit of stability towards the back there. So now you can see it sticking out. But maybe we want to go a little further, so maybe I'll do this. This is going to look kind of unsightly, but you won't really be able to see it from the front. And yeah, in fact, we could probably even just go up a couple like that. I feel much more confident in that now. And not ideal, but better than nothing when you're dealing with bars like this. I'm going to have that placed precariously right there. I don't think that's going to be its final spot, but I just kind of want to show you what it would look like if you were to put this in your room or on a shelf, what it would look like. And man, I think it looks pretty darn awesome. I love seeing all these figures in here. This is one of my favorite lines so far from the CMFs. And again, I'm pretty new to collecting these. This hasn't been something that I've done for very long, mainly because I felt like they're always overpriced. But I love to see them in here, and I think this may end up actually becoming my favorite part of Lego collecting, is getting minifigs, especially CMFs, and just seeing them on display like this makes me so happy. Because I just, man, as a display piece, does that not look awesome? I know it's kind of cluttered in here because we have a lot of stuff here, but dude, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm curious to see what you guys think though. Is it a deal breaker for you guys to not have all the accessories on there? Because I could see that. The colors, maybe you're not liking orange for Superman. Maybe you don't like orange for Flash either, but I think it kind of pops with all those different colors in there. And if we come back up here and I hold this up beside here, I feel like it's what Lego was envisioning here. And I want to congratulate Bricks on Lithuania for bringing this to life. I think your design was fantastic. And again, it's super easy to make. So if you guys are trying to make this, you can kind of see how it is just going up the side there. Just get yourself a ton of 1x4 black bricks and all your colorful 1x4s back there, and just start building this thing up, put a little plate across there, and you could do this with pretty much anything. I think it would be really fantastic. So there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed this little video. I'm trying to get into more of a creative mindset here on this channel, as opposed to always just building stuff that Lego comes up with, even though this stuff is amazing. I like seeing the creativity behind things, and I think this is an awesome display of what someone can create. So Bricks in Lithuania, I'll link his channel down below if you want to go subscribe to him and support him, which I would highly recommend. People always need support here on YouTube, and I'm happy to support people that really create awesome things, and I'm very thankful for this. So thank you, Bricks in Lithuania. Thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. On a side note, how's Minecraft going, Clark man?
Okay, I'm just looking for sheep to shear.
Nice.
Yeah, where are those sheep? Oh, there's a baby cow. Hi-yo!
No, Clark! You're evil! Oh, he's still alive. Don't kill him, boy. Don't kill him.
Can I milk him?
You can milk anything with nipples.